And welcome to our CELTA formats, which to choose
Good evening.
webinar.
Good evening, everyone. How are you guys?
Hey, Badar. Hey, how are you? It's a full house.
Yeah, thank you very much. How's everything?
It's okay. You're just on time, Badar. We're going to begin. So I'm going to explain basically what's going to happen, guys.
Mhm.
I'm going to do a little bit of talking where I present the course and I give a little bit of information about the formats in which you can take the CELTA course. But after that, the floor is going to be yours. The attendees, the participants, are going to ask a bunch of questions, and you guys will take turns answering the questions about the formats in which you took the course. Sound good?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay, here we go. So first of all, CELTA. What is it? Why take a CELTA? So these figures are not mine. They're from Cambridge University, based on a study that they did a little while ago. They said that they looked at 600 job advertisements worldwide in 6 different countries, and they found that 71% of them specifically asked for a CELTA qualification. And in the UK, that figure goes up to 88%. It's not particularly relevant to us because we're not in the UK. But um, it, it also shows uh, that it's valued in the UK as well. The question is why? Why do people like the Celtics so much? Why do they love the Celtics so much? So the CELTA it's a big course, right? It's 120 hours. That's not small fries. It's a lot of knowledge, and it's essential subject knowledge. Um, what that means is um, the foundations that a teacher needs in order to start developing or continue developing as a teacher are on the course. It covers a little bit of theory and a lot of practice, a range of practical skills. That's what I'm most enthusiastic about when it comes to the CELTA. It's a course where people um, really get good. And you guys are going to testify to that in a few seconds, right? Um, Basic things like how to talk to your students, how to give instructions, how to give feedback, but then more complex things like how to structure a lesson, how to plan it, how to raise students' interest, how to teach different types of lessons, how to adapt lesson content to your students. And that's where we come to what it takes to begin teaching in a wide range of teaching contexts. Because, on the CELTA course, you work with real students. You get the chance to actually teach real students. And these students are from all over the world. A lot of them from Morocco, but a lot of them are not. Recently, we've had a lot of students from Tajikistan and Uzbekistan. Thank you for that, Sam. But we've also had a lot of students from China, some from Vietnam, from Afghanistan, and from Southern Africa and Europe. So you have a lot of different contexts, publics that you are teaching to. And finally, valuable hands-on teaching experience. Real students. We're not faking it, guys. You, on this Delta course, teach real students. Me and Sam, we watch you, and then we say, you shouldn't have done that. Or we say, whoa, well done. Good job. Right, Sam?
Exactly like that, yeah.
But we do say a lot of good job, right?
We do, of course, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
except if it's,
developmental feedback and
yeah,
also positive
yeah,
reinforcement.
yeah, it is. But reinforcement with force. Oops, too fast. Um, why the CELTA? Because these places are in China and Asia, right? That's Hong Kong. That's Tibet. Is that
Cambodia?
Japan? Anyway, with the CELTA, your certificate is recognized all over the world. That does not mean that I'm going to give you a job in China. That's not what it means. It means that you will have what it takes to find work just about anywhere because you've leveled the playing field. People with the CELTA can open doors. And we have at least 2 people with us who will be able to talk about doors that have been opened for them. Right? Butter and Malak? Right. You're good. Yeah. All right. And so now it comes to the CELTA formats. We have the online course, the face-to-face course, and the mixed mode course. Face-to-face, it's all in the same place in a classroom. Mixed mode is half and half. Fully online is only online. Our fully online course is an 11-week extensive course where you study on the weekends. Oh, hello, Meima. Hi, how are you? It's great to have you with us. There are so many.
How are
This is
you?
gonna, yeah, great. Thank you for coming. I'm
welcome.
going to finish the presentation and then you're going to answer questions from the participants, okay?
Sure.
All right, great. 11 weeks, part-time course. You study on the weekends and on evenings. It's specifically designed for people who have busy lives and who can't take 4 months off of their life to do an intensive course. So this is the kind of course where you work a lot, you work hard, but you also don't give up everything while taking the course. It can be stressful, but the CELTA course is always stressful. We'll talk about why in a little while. But again, it is designed for people, and we've had, I think the overwhelming majority of people who took this course, the extensive online course, were either working or studying full-time while taking it. The mixed mode course is similarly extensive during the online part. So we have 8 weeks of online study, during which time you do half of your teaching practice. And then we have 2 weeks of intensive face-to-face lessons. Shout out to our Mauritanian guests. Our next mixed mode CELTA course will take place in Nouakchott, in Mauritania in September.
We can't
inshallah.
hear you anymore, Mohammed.
I can hear
You
you.
guys, maybe it's
You're
I
you.
can
muted, I
hear.
guess.
Can you hear me now, guys?
Yes, we can.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, you're on.
All right. Great. Right. So it's also extensive during the online part. The value of this course, I mean, I personally love the mixed mode course. It's because you learn how to do things both ways, online and face to face. And I think that's very valuable in our day and age. I think it really is. It's more work, to be honest, because when it comes to the halfway point, you've learned how to do things online, right? And then you have to learn how to do things face to face. There's a big overlap. The planning is the same, right? The way you're going to be interacting with students is the same, but you need to learn how to walk around the classroom, how to project your voice, how to be physical in the classroom. Yeah. So it's a bit of a challenge, but the payoff is huge. And then the classic 4-week, it says July, but yes, it is in July. The 4-week fully face-to-face intensive course. You're studying from Monday to Friday, and it's intense. It is intense and lovely, and people create relationships that they don't forget. Umaima's smiling.
Yes, I agree.
So which one should you opt for? It really depends. We go look at a bunch of different factors like price, the level of challenge that you're looking for. I mean, if you're more challenged by fully online and you want that challenge, great. The timetable is very important. You know, life is logistics. If you prefer to take the face-to-face course, but you can't take 4 weeks off, then you end up taking the fully online course. And similarly, if you know that you can't focus during an 11-week period, you just don't have the means, then you're going to opt for the face-to-face course. The certification, the CELTA certificate, is exactly the same. Does not say online, does not say face-to-face. It says you've got a CELTA. Congratulations. And now for our candidates to share. I'm going to stop sharing this. And it is now time for you guys to ask questions, either of me, but really I'm so proud of myself. I got 6 people who have got busy lives to come support our course, it really means a lot. Thank you guys. So you can ask me, but really they're the stars of the show. Type your questions in the chat box. If you like the hair or the smile of one person in particular, you can name that person. Otherwise, whoever just raises their hand or says answers first will get to answer. We have a first question from Otman. What about McNass? Otman, I have not taken a month off from work in 8 years. So this year, I'm not doing a CELTA and McNass. I'm taking a month off. We have one course in Casablanca, inshallah. All right. Next question. All right. No questions yet. Oh, wait. I want to ask about the price for the online. That's for me. It's 14,500 dirhams. 14,500 dirhams. Would any of the former candidates like to say a little bit about their experience? Let's hear from the people who took the course face-to-face first. So that's either Umayma or Malek.
Well, I had mixed mode.
Mixed
So
mode, yes.
if you want me
Sorry,
to talk
Umayma,
about
go ahead.
both. Yes, okay. So I did my CELTA course, mixed mode, and it was a very great experience. As Mohammed previously said, it's very challenging because it was intensive. It was in 1 month. But I'm glad I did it because I discovered that I had more potential than I ever thought. Like it's hard, but it's not. I mean, it's not impossible. You can do it. So that's the concern of many people when they hear like one intensive month, but it's doable. You can do it. Other than that, when you're in online mode, you get to know how to use Zoom, which is a platform that is used frequently for people who teach online. Um, and you get to learn how to use it, how to interact with students online. Like there are different methods, okay, but you get to learn the methods to deal with students online. And then in the face-to-face course, again, you get to learn a whole other thing, which is how to deal with students in real life. So for me, I preferred the face-to-face because I'm a social person. I really enjoyed the interaction with people. But the online part was very helpful too.
Thank you very much, Umayma. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Let's see. Who would like to? Oh, do we have any more questions though? Just about the price?
Sorry, I've got one question. This is Sarah here. Hi
Yeah.
guys. So if we decide to take on the face-to-face classes, are they going to be held in Casablanca and only for like once per week or once per month? How's it going?
I understand your question. So yes, yes, you will be in Casablanca. For the course. It's a 1 month intensive course. So it's not once per month, it's one full month. You're there for 4 weeks, every day from Monday to Friday, from about 9:30 to 5:30, 6 p.m. Okay? That's what we mean by intensive.
All right, thank you.
Sure. Are there any payment plan options? Yes, for the fully online or the mixed mode, yes. For the face-to-face, no. Let's see. Who else would like to share about their experience on the course? Badr, Malik. How
Yeah.
about the two? Yeah, Badr, go ahead. Please talk to us.
All right. So hello everyone. My name is Badr Ulamin. I am from Masro basically, and I received my CELTA certification with the English for Africa. So the bottom line is that when I got the CELTA certification, I could really get 3 job offers from 3 different countries, one of which but the Kingdom of Bahrain, where I live right now. And I work as a lead teacher in one of the international schools here. And I also could receive a job offer from one of the schools in Madrid and one from China, which is not really likely, but then alhamdulillah it was fine. So the CELTA certification or the training itself, it was really beneficial, and you could really push, you know, the wheel ahead with our abilities, with our classroom management, and how to deal with students and deliver the message to students or to reach the objectives of the class the best way possible. So what can I say? You need to have a CELTA if you want to really have a job as a teacher, and you get the pay you deserve. Thank you very much.
Father, tell everybody what you had been doing as a profession before you took the CELTA.
Yeah, sure. I worked as a teacher for the Ministry of Education in Morocco first. And then I worked for the public sector for like 5 years. Then I resigned because I've been appointed to Zagora, which is very far, and I really couldn't handle it. So I resigned, then I left to Casablanca, where I taught in so many public schools. And then I went to the private sector. So I moved to Meknes, where I had the chance to meet Mr. Mohammed. I worked in the center in English for Africa as a teacher. And then I took the chance to take the CELTA, which was a happy coincidence. And then, what can I say? Doors opened that day, and then, you know, everything went well ever since.
Thanks very much, Badr, for talking about that.
Thank you.
So Othman is asking about the 6 weeks, planning to take the one in Meknes in August. So for the 6 weeks, what do you mean 6 weeks, Othman? Because the course in the intensive course is 4 weeks, not 6 weeks. Okay. Ilyas, would you like to say a little bit about your experience on the course?
Yeah, I just thank you so much, Badr, for sharing with us. I just want to add something. It may seem that like somebody have to have experience before taking the CELTA. Tell you guys, I had nothing to do with teaching. I come from project management area, from a business side, and when I was trying to decide about the CELTA because I want to switch career, I was really scared. So I had the first interview with Mr. Mohammed, and he did not make things easy for me actually. He scared the hell out of me. But still, I decided to go through it. But he said a lot of things, but I did not understand them while he was talking about them. Like he said, it is transformative. It's gonna push you to the brink. You wanna quit, and you're gonna do a lot of hard work. And I say, how hard can it be? It is hard. You gotta put a lot of work, but believe me that you are with an experienced guy. He will help you. Hi Sam. Uh, but I know Mohammed, and I know one tutor. Her name was Isel. They will. I mean, they will put extra hard work towards you to help you succeed in your endeavor. Trust me, you're gonna do a lot of hard work, but they're gonna be there. I I I did not even know what lesson planning was. What is what? Nothing. Zero. But at the end of 8 weeks, and it extended a little bit more, I consider myself. I had a new skill, and I can talk and walk the walk. I hope the best for you guys, but just go for it. Trust me, you will not regret it. You will not. It's hard. Trust me, it's really hard work, but you got to do it. That's all I can say.
Thank you
And thank
very
you so
much,
much,
Ilyas.
Mohammed. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
no,
Mohammed.
it's very kind. So Aisel is one of our regular trainers. Jihan asked a question, are the teachers who teach CELTA from Morocco? I'm going to answer that question, even though I usually don't discuss geographical origins of trainers, because it can be considered discrimination. Cambridge has, and we really have a very, very strict non-discrimination policy. And when I say discrimination, I'm specifically talking about native versus non-native speakers, right? Does not matter to us whether you grew up speaking English or not. If you have the skills to be a CELTA trainer, then you're going to be a CELTA trainer, right? So ISIL is from Turkey. I'm from God knows where. It's too complicated. And Sam is is it London that you're
I'm from
from?
London, yeah, I'm from the UK.
Okay.
But we
Right.
also have trainers from China and also Egypt, yeah.
That's correct. Kind of
Yeah,
Egypt.
Africa
Yeah,
itself, yeah.
absolutely. We have a question for Badr. Did you take online or in person?
No, actually, it was fully online, and I remember it was during the month of Ramadan. Really, it was so tense, and
Yes.
I remember I could work from Fajr and prepare until Maghrib, and then after Isha until the dawn. So it was very, very tense.
Thank you, Badr. If we take the full online course, what's the time frame? It's 11 weeks. Ayat, you have a question?
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Just wanted to say I enjoyed hearing everyone's stories. And my question is, once you kind of get that CELTA certification, do you guys aid with job placement, or do we have to like look for jobs ourselves?
Good question. Very good question, Ayat. Malek, would you like to answer that question?
Hey everyone, would you like me to share my experience or
Yeah,
answer the question?
share your experience, and we'll use that as a lead into me answering her question.
Okay, perfect. Well, my case was a little bit unusual, kind of an exception, because I did CELTA at 18, and Umi told me that they actually don't accept people at 18, and it was one of the exceptions, and I'm really glad I was offered that opportunity. Honestly, I was a little bit intimidated because it was not the plan. I was supposed to get my CELTA after I get my bachelor's degree. That just seemed a little bit more sense in my head. But then when some plans didn't work out, I just went ahead and applied for the CELTA course in Meknes in August, and it was intensive mode. It took place in Meknes during 4 weeks, as he said, from Monday to Friday. And at the beginning, I was so intimidated. As Ilyas said, when we talked with Mr. Umi during the interview, he said that it's going to be a lot of stress. And if you can't handle stress, you should be prepared for that stress. And I had no further preparation. I didn't have any experience in teaching. I was a fresh high school graduate, but I still went ahead and did it. He sent us a task that we've done, and it gave us a little bit of an information what the course is going to be like. And what was the person's question?
So about job placement, but just tell
Right.
us about your job experience after you got the CELTA, because that
Okay.
also answers someone else's question. Is CELTA enough to get a job? Okay. Or because you didn't have teaching experience before you took the CELTA, right?
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
then after you got the CELTA, tell us what happened.
No, well, I did have a job,
Right.
but it was not good enough. I mean, the pays were low. They're not going to take you seriously. You're a fresh graduate. They're like, what the hell, man? What are you doing here? Go get experience. So basically, I try to get experience. I consider it CELTA as experience. And thankfully, other centers consider it CELTA as experience. So after I got CELTA with Pass A, I applied for the British Council. No, actually, I applied for the Center Speak Easy, and honestly, it was a step back because the owner had financial issues, and she told me that I'm not gonna excel. I need to get experience with her, and I need to do free labor for her. And I was like, no. I asked Mr. Umi, and he was like, no, she's trying to get free labor. Don't do that. So I applied for the British Council, and they were like, you know what? You're a good fit, and you got CELTA with Pass A. They did the interview. They asked me questions about the course itself, and they tried to refresh my memory. And they saw that I was a fit for the job, but I sadly didn't take the job because it was in Rabat, and I'm in Casablanca. but I regret it. But yes, you do get job offers, so many job offers. I mean, if you apply, if you don't look for jobs, you're not going to get jobs. You need to immediately apply for jobs because your memory is fresh and you can apply what you learned in the course in your new job. So it's perfect timing. Like you can rest a little bit, but it's preferably best to apply for jobs right after you get your CELTA degree, in my opinion, my humble opinion.
Thank you, Malik. Thanks. So the question was initially about, there were two questions. Do you need to have teaching experience, get a job after the CELTA? It helps, but it's not absolutely necessary, right? Malik, you had very little experience teaching before the course, and you managed to find work with possibly one of the best employers of English teachers in Morocco, the British Council. And then there's a question of job placement. There is no official job placement, but there is support from trainers that you work with. We will continue to provide you support after the course. We can give you advice, we'll answer your questions. But also there's a community of teachers. We have a WhatsApp group of graduates who are constantly posting job offers on that group for each other.
Or if I may add something,
please.
Or maybe you could do what I did. When I got my CELTA, because as you know, a lot of business going on in Meknes, so I had to take care of business and stores and stuff because I'm working alongside with that. I recruited an agency in England. It's called Aristotle Teachers. I paid them. They just made me the resume and started applying all over the world. They have connections, and it was a step onward. So maybe you can recruit someone to do the job for you instead of looking every day. You can pay them to look for a job. That's what I did.
And if I can just add to that,
yes, please,
of course, having a CELTA will improve your employability, as we've heard from our experienced graduates, that they found opportunities in Morocco, but also abroad. And input is a big part of the CELTA course. So there are input sessions on a regular basis, which is essentially the theory and insight into good teaching. And one of the input sessions available is how to find employment. So it is actually an essential part of the syllabus. And there is signposting and lots of resources shared during that input session. And it's a big part of the support that us as trainers provide to the candidates.
Awesome, Sam. Thank
Can
you
I
for
add
that.
something to
Yes,
what
Malik, go
Sam
ahead.
added from our experience? Mr. Umi and Aisel, shout out to Aisel from here. We miss you so much. You were such a great tutor, you and Mr. Umi. I'm pretty sure Sam will do a fantastic job as well. During the last days, Mr. Umi and Aisel offered us a whole session dedicated to this: how to work on our resumes, how to deal with job interviews, how to look for jobs, how to make a good, attractive resume. So you don't have to worry on that side. Even if you know nothing about that, they are there to support you. That's their job. They're there for you. So if you have any questions, you can just go. There's no space for shame or embarrassment. And if you have any problems during there mentally or with the candidates, you can just go ahead and ask your tutors.
Perfect. I'm glad you benefited from that.
Yeah.
The course that Malik was on was one of the most awesome courses I've done, honestly. It was exceptional because there were so many guitars in the center. Lots of guitars.
Annoying guitars, sorry.
Well, some of them, but some of them were very nice. We have someone named iPhone who's had her hand up for a while. Mr. and Miss iPhone.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm actually Ajman, the one who asks you about the CELTA in Meknes.
Yes.
I just switched the Zoom to my phone, that's why.
Okay. All right. Speaking of Meknes, not at all, but Abdulhaq, you're the only candidate who did not spoken. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience, please?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So, to start, I just finished my CELTA this month. At the beginning of this month. Yeah. Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I got a pass A, by the way, which was really great. Yeah. Thank you. So for my experience, since I just got CELTA, so I will focus more on the content and on CELTA and not after CELTA. So basically, so to start, so when you will start your CELTA, at the beginning, of course, it will be hard, especially like the first weeks. By the way, I did the online CELTA and I did the 11 weeks. It was an amazing experience. You will learn a lot. I did. Me and Elias are the same. I did have a little experience in teaching, so it's okay to do CELTA with no experience. And you will, after you finish your CELTA, you will see the huge difference that you will have afterwards. Other than this, I think CELTA is one of the best investments I've did in my life. That's like on a personal level. And also, yeah, and yeah, also also you will do a lot of work in CELTA. You will spend a lot of nights working.
Well,
But one thing I like,
Go ahead,
yeah,
Abdulhaq. Go ahead.
yeah, but one thing I like about CELTA is that it is straightforward. Like there are no tricks, like no questions, no trick, like no. The assignments are straightforward. Everything is good. So as long as you listen to your trainers and you work together with your peers, actually your peers are really important in CELTA, and you take advices and also take advice, and also you put your ego to the side. You will do great in CELTA. Yeah,
Thank you very much, Abdulhaq. And I just want
you're welcome.
I want you to say just a few words about your colleagues on the course, because you're on a course with colleagues from all over the world, right? Tell us
Mhm.
about the people who took the course with you.
Yeah, can you repeat your question again?
Yeah, the people who took the course with you, tell us about them. Where were they from?
Yeah, so basically we're three groups from all over the world. In my group, personally, there was me and another Moroccan girl, and there was another one from Ireland, and also another one from China. And it was a multicultural environment where you learn a lot from your peers. And also working together, which is really like one thing I like about CELTA is how like it's like this camaraderie between you and your peers, and which is really important to yeah.
Thank you for that, Abdulhaq. And you're
Yeah, you're
right,
welcome.
it is really important. The CELTA
Yeah.
course is where you forge relationships that stay with you, sometimes for your whole life.
Yeah.
And this mutual support, the crying sometimes,
Yeah.
but the laughter, everything, it stays with you, man. So thank you for that. And this
Yeah.
gets to the multicultural element of your course.
Mhm.
So there were questions about whether it's different from the British Council course. Excuse me. The CELTA is not a British Council course. It's not an English Graphic course. It's a Cambridge course, which is conducted by different centers that are authorized by Cambridge University around the world. The quality of the course is not the same everywhere, because obviously English Graphic does the best course in the world. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't taken them all, but it's possible, right? You never know. We might be the best. And it doesn't say on your certificate where you took this course. It doesn't say at all. It says Cambridge University. That's it.
Can I
Esma has had her hand up for a while.
can I ask questions, please?
Yes.
So actually, hearing these testimonials make me excited to pass the CELTA. I actually heard from about you, Mr. Muhammad, and about English for Africa from some of my colleagues who took the CELTA, and I personally was was planning to take it in Meknes, as I mentioned, because I'm actually from Casablanca, but I'm working in July. That's why I was thinking about Meknes. But since Meknes, there is no way to pass it in Meknes this year, so I want to ask you about the 11 weeks. So what can you give me as an advice? Is it I mean I am still able to apply for the 11 weeks, or it is over?
No, the next course begins on the 16th of June. You'll be taking it during the 16th, 1/6, 16th
Mm-hmm.
of June. And it goes on until the end of the summer. So 11
So,
weeks, that takes you to the end of August, basically.
so only weekends and evenings.
That's right. It's probably going to be only weekends, but depending on the schedule of the candidates, some people like to study during the week. We might do it in the evenings as well. Most of the
So,
time, it's just
do you think that studying or passing the CELTA for the 11 weeks and working in July, so does it fit? Can I do it?
I prefer
Mohammed, if you don't mind me saying, your microphone is a little bit muffled,
how about now? Is that better?
still a bit tinny.
Yes.
How about now?
It's
No,
better,
it's
but
right.
not perfect. Yeah.
Yes.
Not perfect. Not sure what I can do
And
about
if you don't mind, I will ask him because I had the same problem as the caller right now, because I was working while I was taking the mixed mode, and you can do it, but it's really hard. You need to put a lot of hours in doing the assignment, in doing the TPs, and you cannot just run through them. It's not like 1 hour a day. It's not how it works. Especially if you're working. I was working full time, taking care of my business, but at the same time doing the CELTA, the mixed mode, and I passed, but I really did suffer because you need more. They you need more time than you think you need for the
Okay.
assignment. For you need a whole you need if you're gonna study probably like 20 hours a week, you need to double that time.
Oh,
Thank
And it,
Ilyas, you were really scaring them away. I mean, no, it's
no,
good
no, no,
though.
no, 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 no. It's not. I'm approved. I am right here. I did it, and I'm sure if I did it, they can do it too. But because I was thinking like, okay, I'm working, but at the same time, I'm gonna assign 2 hours, 3 hours a day to do my CELTA.
Hmm.
Mohammed, we need more than that. I mean, I'm just telling him to be prepared and to put logistically, he
Uh,
need more time to the side.
I agree with you, especially that in July we're going to have a intensive sessions teaching at the center.
So
So,
that's the thing, Othman. You have to carefully consider your situation personally.
mhm.
Like I said, people take the course online while working, and it works out. But if you know that you have a very intense session in July, it might make more sense to wait until the following session, which is going to be in September.
But man, please don't
So
miss this opportunity. You cannot just put everything to the side, go for CELTA.
I
Trust
will
me,
not work in
you
July
will,
in order to take the CELTA.
well, there
yes,
you
you will
go.
not regret it. Put it to the side and do your CELTA. It's really worth every
Um,
penny.
Can I ask Hafsa to take the floor? Hafsa, would you like to say a few
Thank you.
words?
Yeah, hello everybody.
Hi, Hafsa.
Hi, how are you? I just want to share a little of my experience with CELTA as well. Um, I have a lot of advices. Don't do what I did. So I took my CELTA full-time in ITA Istanbul, International Training Institute, last July. And honestly, like, worth every penny for sure. My first advice is try to do it face-to-face because the TPs, the teaching practice with the students, the interactions, the feedback from your tutors, like face-to-face feedback is really important. Also, the rapport with your students is really important. What can I say? Like, first of all, before everything, you need to read. There's a lot of reading that I did not do until then. I had a lot of work to do then, and then I was really shocked with the amount of things. So if you want to do your CELTA, just try to free a month. That's what I did, and I think it's the best thing because I can't do it like part time, like online. I can do it online, no part time because it's insane. That you have a lot of work to do. You have a lot of assignments. It's intensive, like a capital letter. But then if you free up a whole month for it and you prepare beforehand, I think you're gonna do it and make it.
So,
Like,
Hamza, thank you very much for sharing with us. This is really great because you know what? That's a coincidence. I became a CELTA trainer at ITI.
wow.
They trained me to become a CELTA trainer. I
Okay.
worked with Nikwe and with Tom Bradford. And so what you were saying about rapport and face-to-face feedback, I'd like those of you who took the course online with us say a few big words about rapport. How about you? What was your experience getting feedback online and establishing rapport with your students?
Yeah, I think to be honest, for me, like I think both online and on face-to-face are both important, and they're both valuable. Like probably you will learn different things in both, but they're both valuable. And with establishing rapport, I think doing it online, like I'm still in contact with some of my some of the students until now. Like for example, Rafat from Yemen, I'm still talking to him. We still share stuff about teaching and everything. Yeah, so yeah, online is also a great way to do CELTA.
Thank you, Abdulhaq. And Sam, as a trainer, who's training online. Oh, I'm sorry, Umayma, you raised your hand. Go ahead. Sorry,
Yes.
Sam, I'll let Umayma go first.
All right.
Go ahead, Umayma.
Also, you can hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So as I said, because I did myself a mixed mode, I want to answer the question about rapport with students. For me, I had perfect rapport with students, like both online and offline. Because if you think you can do it online, like at the beginning of every session, like this is part of the course. You have to speak with your students, okay? Be it online or offline. So like speaking with students, that what makes good rapport. Okay, so that's what makes rapport. So you don't have to worry about online you'll struggle with building a rapport with students. You'll not. If you communicate with your students, you're gonna have a good rapport with them.
Thank you, Umayma. And I'd like to say a couple of words about that too, because this is one of the things candidates worry about. Oh, it's online. We can't. It's not real. Guys, just look at me. Look at me. What do you call this? Is this not rapport? Have we got
Yeah.
rapport here or what? Come on. Have we got rapport? I think
Yeah,
we got
of course.
rapport. Go ahead, Badr.
Yeah, I think I don't believe that there is any difference between the two ways. You can build rapport with students, even if you are like taking CELTA online. It's not really about the way you're talking to them or, what channel you are using, but it's your way in dealing with students and making them close to you. Well, that's what makes a good teacher. If you can really build relationships, good relationships, healthy relationships, founded on, respect and understanding and care.
Nice hats.
Thank you. It's good. This is how you really can deliver the objectives of the class or the messages the perfect way possible.
Definitely.
So
And
there's no difference between the two channels. It's the
I
same.
agree, and I feel really strongly about that because actually the content of the course is exactly the same. And the tips and tricks and approaches on the online CELTA and on the in-person CELTA are exactly the same. So the skills themselves are completely transferable. And I'm sure those of you, our candidates and graduates here who've completed the online CELTA, if you've taught in classrooms since then, I'm sure so many of the concepts and ideas that you learned you've also been using in your classrooms.
Thank you, Sam.
Also-
Layla has been waiting to speak for a while. Sorry, Badr. We're going to let
Okay.
Layla go ahead and speak. And as well, Esma, she's had her hand up. She must be very tired of having her hand up like that. Esma or Layla, whoever speaks first, speaks
Yes,
first.
can
Go,
you hear
okay.
me?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry. I have a question. First, hello, everybody. Hope you are doing well. I have a question for Ilyas. Is still here? Ilyas?
Yeah, I
Yes,
think he's still
yes,
here.
because you mentioned that you switched the career. I was wondering if like when you did and when you got your CELTA, does it help like in terms of recruitment, in terms of interviews, if it helps that because a lot of schools or whatever depending on your target, they are scared if you never taught before. Does it help like when you have the CELTA?
First, I had a lot of experience in project management and business management in the United States. I used to live in New York and United States. Now I moved to Morocco, and I'm taking care of my business. But at the same time, I switch into another career, which is like I want to learn teaching. I like it. What has helped me is all the management and dealing with people and like you were talking about rapport, Mr. Mumih and Aysel will not let you forget about it. Trust me. If you go to class, they're gonna keep nagging at you about rapport, about how to build rapport. And trust me, you will not online, face to face. It does not matter to those two guys. It does not. They will they will harass you about every trick, but that's it will help you like how to handle yourself in interview and this and this, and it's most of the thing I knew, they are transferable. The thing that I used to know, I transferred them easy. The skill I learned somewhere, I can have them, I can use them anywhere I want. That I don't know about your previous experience in what field, but mine was mostly project management and management in general. And that's it's basically how I say it's dealing with people. When you deal with people, especially like in administration or like as pupil, as student, it's the same, and you can use your experience.
Yeah, actually, my previous career or my actual career, it's related to HR. I'm dealing with human, but I really I do love teaching, so I want to know if like if you want to jump to this career, if it will be easy to explain actually why are you switching the career or why are you moving from one field to another.
Explain. I'm sorry, Esma, just to be clear, explain it to whom? To your employer?
Sorry?
You said to explain it. Explain it to whom?
Well,
Sorry, I can't hear you.
first, his microphone. But the transfer from human resource into teaching, it's a smooth sell. You're not gonna have a lot of issue because you already used to dealing with people. But at the same time, the CELTA will give you all the tools. They will teach you. They will actually. It's not like they're not gonna lose you into explaining all the nonsense. They give you skills. They give you something to use. It's like giving you a tool, a hammer and screw. This is how you teach, and that's it. The rest is yours.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, that's
of
how I
course.
see it. I don't know if it, but this is
Yeah,
how
I
you
get your
plan.
point.
Yeah.
And you
And the
mentioned
rest,
that a lot of skills are transferable. It makes sense. Yeah.
Can I just add something to what she said? I mean, your future employer might ask you why you chose teaching, and I think it will come pretty easily to you why you chose teaching. You can just tell them, well, I love teaching and I wanted to change my career. I don't think they will have a problem with that because it's your choice and it's your life. You don't have to justify it.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
a
I
great
get it.
answer.
I have another
Go
question
ahead, Esma.
about the criteria because someone mentioned C1, so we have to take a test before or
Sam, would you like to answer that question?
Yeah, so everybody who takes the course needs to have an English proficiency of high C1. So we have a kind of admissions interview where we meet you, ask you questions about your motivation, why you want to take the CELTA, what your future plans are. And there is also a short written task that comes with it. No AI allowed. We look over your writing, have a chat with you, and the vast majority of people who make the application do end up admitted to the course. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. If you're able to follow this webinar and enjoy communication in the way we are, then you'll most likely be fine, as long as you don't use AI.
Okay. And
Everybody uses AI,
I will be interested. I will be interested about the offline actually, and like about the groups. How many people in each
Right.
group?
So I can answer that, Esma. And when you take any course, whether it's online or face-to-face, the ratio of trainers to candidates is 1 to 6. So no more than 6 candidates in a group with a trainer. If we have more than 6 candidates on the, well, we always have to have at least 2 trainers on a course, but the ratio is never more than 6 to 1.
Okay. You mentioned Casablanca. Do you know already like the address? Where
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah, we work with British Workshop, which is located in a neighborhood called CIL, C-I-L. Their neighbors with Malek, actually.
You're pronouncing it wrong. It's
I
CL,
know.
like the
Is
sky.
it?
Ah, okay.
Did I mention that I'm Moroccan? No, not
Yeah,
really.
no, you said you're from somewhere.
Somewhere.
God knows where.
Samia, you have your hand up. Do you have a question?
Yes, I have a question. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead,
Thank you
please.
so much. Thank you all. I am a teacher. I teach primary level. I want to take the CELTA course. I am interested in it. But the problem that I am like that I have, yeah, when you teach primary students, your level go down. You see what I want to say?
No, I don't
Do
understand.
you don't get what I want to say?
No, you said your level goes down. The teacher's level goes down?
Yeah, sometimes like because we only like teach kids.
I
You see what I want to
understand.
say?
Yeah, I understand. So your linguistic level is not challenged when
Yes,
you're teaching
yes.
children. Yes, I understand.
So, do you like have some books that we have to prepare before we take this CELTA? Because I want to take it, inshallah, this summer. So I want to brush up my like my grammar and my.
Yeah.
Can
So
I suggest something?
go ahead, Malak.
There's plenty of videos on YouTube that you can explore. They're definitely gonna help you. When I got my CELTA, actually one video popped up randomly, how to get past A, like without so much preparation. There is so many books that you can get. I think Mr. Umi can
Can
give
you
you
share them,
access to the
please?
library. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so
Would you please?
I was going to
Would you
talk about
please?
that. So I
Yeah.
think the best way you can prepare for this summer's course is to get admitted soon. So go through the application process, because once you do, we'll give you access to our online library, and we'll give you a reading list that you can start reading through before you take the course.
Yeah, from now, yes, from now up
Absolutely.
to inshallah, so that I can start on August because I have a vacation during
We
the
don't have a
time.
course in August.
So which time?
So we have a course, we have 2 courses beginning in June, online and face-to-face. And then we have another course in Mauritania, if you're interested. The next online course will be in September, after June.
How about face to face? Because I wanna
Just
do
July.
it face to.
Just
Just
July.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Butter, you want to say something?
Yeah, I just left a message, man. It's 11 p.m. here. It's late.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
afraid I have to go. Please reach out if you need any information about job opportunities in Bahrain or the Gulf countries in general. And have a good night, guys.
Thank you, Butter. Thank you so
Nice
much for
meeting you,
showing up.
Butter. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Badr.
Have a nice evening. Take care. Hafsa asked about the Delta. Hafsa, we're probably not going to have a webinar on the Delta because the number of people who take the Delta is very small. But I can answer your questions for you in a conversation.
Sure.
Not now because we're focusing on the CELTA, but
Yeah.
you have my contact information. Do you have my
Sure.
WhatsApp number?
No, is it
I'm
the
gonna
one that
type
I
it-
received the email on?
No, I'm going to type it into the chat box, and then
Okay.
you just call me or write to me.
I am in module 1 currently, but like, yeah, it's online currently, and then I might go back to ITI and do like the preparation for the exam, but we'll see.
Yeah, because we do all 3 modules of the Delta, and we'll definitely be able to help you out.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't like, I'm going already registered in the course, but like I want to pass the exam in Morocco, so I don't know how.
It's fine, you can.
Yeah,
But you have to do that very quickly because the deadline for registering you is just like a week away. Okay?
I didn't know.
Yeah.
No,
No, you
I
have
want to
to.
pass the exam for December, not June.
Oh, December. Then don't worry
Yes.
about it. You have lots of time.
Yeah, because I'm going to ICI in July. Not I am scared.
So Layla, you have your hand up?
Mohammed,
Yes.
sorry, I think there's a question in the chat that you have to answer, which is Chisam asked this. She said like some friends of hers got their CELTA in Morocco, but when they applied for jobs, they didn't take them seriously, saying that CELTA in Morocco isn't valuable. I mean, the answer is already there. Like you saw Badr previously, a Moroccan had multiple opportunities in different countries. So I guess like being here are the graduates from the CELTA course already answered this question. It's completely wrong.
Yeah. Thank you, Umayma. That's absolutely correct. We currently have candidates who took the course with us who are as far away as China and the United States.
Mm-hmm.
So no, there's absolutely no veracity to that idea.
Yeah. Actually, the qualification is standardized by Cambridge assessment. So that certificate looks exactly the same regardless as to where you take it. So if it's in Morocco or any other country, it's the same qualification.
The course, the quality of the course is not the same everywhere. Different centers have different quality courses. I think I might have mentioned it already. Ours is the best in the world. Did I say that?
Yeah, we agree.
Layla, you have your hand up. I don't know if it's because you haven't asked a question or you want to ask a question. Okay. All right. We've been going strong for like an hour, man. That's pretty good for a webinar. We're going to stop soon. I'd like to know if there are any last questions for our candidates or for me.
I have just a last question about the timing. So the mix format starts on June, right?
The mixed format begins in July, but it's going to be the face-to-face part is in Nouakchott in Mauritania.
So the July is the face-to-face, right?
No, yes. And July we have a face-to-face course, 4 weeks intensive.
4 weeks. It starts in the beginning or in
Yeah,
the
the
middle?
30th of June, actually. It's a Monday, the 30th of June.
Okay.
Hello,
And
everyone.
the-
Go ahead, Leila. You've been waiting to talk for
Yeah,
a
go
century.
ahead. Thank you, Malik. Thank you. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, please continue.
Are you hearing me?
Yep.
Yes,
Hello?
yes, yes.
Hello, everyone. Happy to hear from you. I have been waiting for a while, but you answered most of my questions. Now my name is Layla. I have been teaching English for the last 14 years. In Rabat. I'm interested in CELTA course. The only challenge for me now is that I'm living in Rabat and they want to benefit from the course that's going to be in summer, the intensive one. My question is that it's going to be manageable for you to commute from Rabat to Casablanca every day with the hard work that CELTA is requiring. So that is my question. And the second thing, please, I need it really. My second question is that, please, if we can benefit, as Hafsa said, from some books that I start reading now, even I'm teaching English, but I need to brush up all the things that I need for the CELTA so I can step into CELTA confidently. Okay, those are my questions. Thank you so much.
Umayma, did you have to commute when you were taking the course with us? We can't hear you.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Now we can.
Okay, so I live in Dhaka, which is not very far from Casablanca, but I think commuting from Rabat is going to be a little bit difficult because as as you know, you have to do a lot of work, and especially an intensive course. So it's like commuting is going to take a lot of your time. And from my experience, like some of my fellow friends, they lived like during the month they lived in Casablanca, although they're not from Casablanca. So I think you have to think about that.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I came to the workshop in Casablanca and I experienced it. So I found it a little bit harder for me to commute every day. So that's the solution I'm looking for. Maybe I have to find a place to stay there during that month. Maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Layla, I'll
I
tell
just
you.
wanted to add something. I was also not from Meknes, and I found rent in Meknes in advance, and I stayed there for the entirety of the month of August. And if you
Wow.
need help with rent or anything, I can leave you my contact. I live in Casablanca. A lot of people would be glad to help you out, so rent wouldn't be a problem, really.
That's very
Thank you so
kind.
much.
Thank
Thank
you,
you so
Malak.
much.
That's very
Yeah,
kind.
thank you so much. So yeah, okay.
And
I will
okay,
be
and
in contact with you. It will be. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much.
Layla, I'll ask you a question about the reading list. Or actually, how about the candidates? And Sam, you can type some names of books into the chat box and
Yeah.
authors. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zainab, you have your hand up. Oh wait, no, we have questions in the chat, and then Zainab, you can ask your question. So first off, I really appreciate your time, energy, and enthusiasm. Are you talking about me, or Lilo, or Six? Right, time, energy, enthusiasm. Practical sessions. On any CELTA course, you teach a minimum, no, not a minimum, exactly 6 hours of assessed teaching practice. 6.
Oh.
On our course and most courses, that's divided into 8 45-minute lessons.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you don't start teaching on day 1, but on day 2, yes. The next fully online course it starts the 16th of June, and the next face-to-face course starts the 30th of June. Coulter, the one in June is in Casablanca. It starts at the end of June, 30th of June. And Suad wants us to recapitulate about the online session, the timetable. The online session, we have synchronous, so like on Zoom sessions on the weekend usually. And in the and sometimes on the weekend, but sorry, sometimes in the evening, but typically it's on the weekend. Which center in Casablanca? We're working with British Workshop, located in Ciel, although it's spelled C-I-L. How does that make Ciel? Anyway.
Ciel.
Yeah, okay.
Ciel. I wanted to add something earlier. It's totally irrelevant to the online course. I just think it's something that is not spoken about a lot, and it's something that I've struggled with after CELTA, which is burnout. It's a very intensive course, and you want to do your best. You want to impress your tutors. You want to get a good grade. So you're gonna push yourself to the limits, and I've done that. And after the course, I didn't take the time to just rest and take some time for myself, and I went job hunting immediately, and I was restless, and that consequence with burnout, and I couldn't do anything for like 3 months. I couldn't look for a job. I couldn't do anything. So I think it's important to take care of yourself mentally and emotionally after CELTA, especially if you do the intensive course. So
thank you,
putting
Malak.
that out there.
And
Can I add something? You have to take care of yourself also during CELTA. That's very, very important. You have to eat well, sleep well. Don't just try to work hard. You have to take care of yourself during the course.
Yeah, I agree. And you also have to take care of your trainers during CELTA. Give us a massage.
Yeah, I'm bringing them flowers,
yes.
chocolate, water.
All right. I think that's it. No more questions. I would like to very, very, very warmly thank our candidates who took the time. They're not getting paid for this, guys. I don't know why you did it. You're just extraordinarily generous and kind people.
Yeah, we're
I
superheroes.
really appreciate it. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
wonderful.
we like you so much, Muhammad. That's why.
Yeah, you're definitely not paying us for this. Definitely not paying us.
You're a good guy. Good
Definitely not
dude.
paying us.
Thank
you so
Elias.
much.
That's very kind. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
You
Thank you
guys.
so much.
Thank you, participants, for coming. And I wrote my coordinates, my WhatsApp number in the chat box.
Same here. If you need help with Kaza stuff, got you guys.
Right on. Okay, guys. Have a wonderful evening. And
Thank you
very
for this
warm thank you.
opportunity. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye,
Bye bye.
everyone.
Thank you so much. Bye.
How do you leave?
Oh,
Click
just
on leave.
Oh, okay.
can't leave.
Not a millennial, not a boomer, I swear. I'm a Gen Zer. Bye,
Bye,
guys.
everyone.
Bye, Malik.